Stop. Stop. Okay, alright. I found one of the ways that I originally found earlier. I came from Anor Londo, I took a left, and originally when I went through this area, there was a barrier covering this area that said I need, like, Gwyn's power or something like that. So as soon as I beat Ornstein and Smog, I believe, was when I obtained said power, which deactivated barriers, which allowed me to get to other parts of the map. And I just took a left from the bonfire that we originally had in Orlando, and made my way over here. I ended up killing like two of those armored boar things, and then got to the bonfire and cut it there. That way we would have a starting area from when we made our way over here, essentially. So all of that's all you missed. Really nothing crazy, just two of those armored boars. If you haven't seen them before, you can just watch some of our old streams and you'll have an idea of what I'm talking about. Other than that, yeah, haven't checked anything else out in this area. Just killed two boars, did that bonfire, and here we go. I'm pretty sure this area should be the last spot for one of the Lord Souls, because if it isn't, I have, like, no idea where it's going to, I have no idea where it's going to be. Yeah, so I got somebody trying to snipe me all the way up there. I have no idea what these things are supposed to be. Sure, I don't seem to take all too much physical damage. Can't ever get a hit on them when all they do is guard. Finally, an opportunity to punch them. Ow! Snipers. Nobody else chilling around here that I'm not seeing. I think there would be. I'm guessing that you guys don't bleed, because that was quite a lot. I have no idea what it's supposed to be, another, like, crystal golem or something like that? Great! I'm sure this will go. Go ahead and just drag these guys out over here. That way I only have to worry about a few of them and not aggro that crystal golem over there. I can only imagine that these guys are crystal. I don't really want to enter that room. If the mage wasn't back there, it'd feel a bit better about. Oh my gosh, my HP. Why did you do so much damage? Oh, you're being buffed by something, that's why? I was wondering why you did so much. I was like, I know you didn't do that much before. I can only imagine the spellcaster back there is the one doing that to you. This dagger is kind of just a regular dagger if I can't bleed with it. Not that the regular daggers aren't usable, but crystal straight sword. That's pretty good, actually. We had a crystal halberd, and that helped us quite a bit. I don't even know if I heard this thing. Yeah, I did. It didn't look like it because I couldn't see its HP bar, but I'm doing damage to it, more or less. My goodness, you can take a beating, you know that? I mean, that was a pretty free 1,200 souls. Duke's Archives. Alright. Yeah, I didn't see the name on this place yet, so I had no idea what the title of the thing. So I was like, ah, well, you know what? We got one more Lord Soul left, so I... Can you break these? You cannot. What? I can't help but feel like that's ever so slightly cheating, but okay. No wonder why these guys were doing so much damage. They got crystal weapons. Whoop. Really? Dark Souls, come on, man. I'm already getting trolled. Hasn't even been 10 minutes into the stream, but they're already kicking me out of here. They're like, absolutely not. I refuse to allow you to proceed any farther. I don't... Did you just steal my... Nah, I used that many answers. Now the cat's trying to lay on the laptop. Can you not... If you turn the stream off stream, upset. Oh, I had a free kill right there, and then of course my dude hits the pillar. Everybody else can attack through anything they want to, but me? No, I gotta play by the rules of the environment. Really? Soul of a Brave Warrior, that's a good amount of souls, let's see. You insist on sniping me, huh? Ah, oh, fighting in this area is the worst. These snipers seem to be, like, actually not a problem at all. Okay. Crystal weapons still hurt a lot, turns out. Man, I can only ever get 2 hits on that guy before he just runs away. Guess you're just gonna be a nuisance the rest of the time that I'm running around here. Not really noticing anything that I can do anything like. You'd think I'd be able to get up that, but nah, I figured maybe I could get an item or something out of it. I don't necessarily want to break any of the environment because it helps me keep them away from me, because they don't generally break it themselves. I have no idea what this guy's doing, but I'll take free damage. I imagine it's probably the buff that he's giving him. Ow, chill, jeez. Why does everybody else's magic in this game hit so hard? Whenever I played Dark Souls 2 or 3, my magic was like baby magic. And yet every enemy in these games, like, just absolutely lay into you with it. What just happened? Okay, so he did 1 stab. What, did it do 2 times damage? Was it a reach in and then take back out? Is that what that was supposed to be? Oh, no, everybody's gonna respawn again. They're not the worst amount of souls, but, like, really, they could be better. You watch what you're doing over there. You better not turn off stream. These later areas continually make me think that I should switch to the Black Knight sword, but I want to keep trying to use the Ghost Blade because it makes it harder, but if push comes to shove, oh no, everybody respawns. I can only imagine that guy goes back to full HP, too. Ew. Your crystal shields, your crystal straight swords. Okay. Now this is not how I want this to go. I still have the sniper on me right here. Thankfully, none of his friends came along, or they did, but far too late. Oh man, I lost my humanities off that nonsense, dude. Go. No, because I keep hitting the environment. Oh my. I should not even have taken that much damage. Stupid environment cost me so much. I tried to bury him right there. I don't know why I try to do it, because like we can kill him easily without it. So there's like no reason for us to take the extra damage in the attempt of trying to make it happen. At least only one has the buff. It looks like the buff makes them attack maybe a lot faster. It's hard to see. Oh, the stagger has no rage. It's got like no bleed potential. The bleed was like the best sell on this thing. Without the bleed, it's just like a regular dagger. Taking too much stupid damage for not having enough Estus to be afforded to take this much damage. Of course you would. It's not like you were inside the other room or anything. Of course. Why not? I fight both of them at the same time? Sure. It's not like that was the thing I was trying to avoid or anything. Yeah. I have a feeling I could die right here. Yeah, I have a feeling that I could very well die right here because of this. Well, you just couldn't have stayed in the other room, could you? I can't even kill him like I do the other ones because I'm gonna get interrupted. Really? Well, I was still getting up. Really? Oh boy. I'm already feeling like I need the Kindle in this area just for all this dumb damage I'm gonna be taking when things like this happen. And then getting randomly sniped by the mage up there. Yeah, I guess I'll just heal. Well, there goes all my Estus. That didn't take long. We can block all of this guy's damage. That's not a problem. It's when I gotta face multiple or be in the way of getting sniped either by magic or by arrows where it starts to really pick up. It's so weird. No, he was so weak! I don't know what stopped him that time from teleporting sooner. I guess the knockback. We got bleed off on him, so he is bleedable. If he doesn't have a way to regen HP, then we can kill him in our next encounter. If he does, though. I knew I was gonna get hit there by that. I should have allowed it knowing that I don't have any more Estus Flask. It's just so much faster when you can kill him like that. Well, hello there. How are you doing? Finally. Why were you so much easier this time to kill? And you were worth less souls than these two, but you're like twice as annoying plus? What sense does that make? My stamina back before I go running up there. I'm not even convinced that that guy's dead, or that he's like the only version of that guy in this area. Nice, just enough stamina to be able to deal with both of them. Anything else I should be looking out for in this area? I feel like there should be some hidden stuff in here. But he's figuring out how to walk again. You wouldn't be a mimic, would you? Oh. Twinkling Titanite, love to see it. I very much so expect a mimic in this area. I'm just really hoping it's not right now when I have absolutely no Estus to deal with it. Picking up a bunch of crystal weapons, which is really nice, because if I can upgrade those, then I can use them potentially as like lost healers because I can't repair them, but they have like really high attack. Yes, please. Anywhere but the wall so I can actually just wombo combo. I knew it. I knew that had to be too easy. Really? I need to take that damage. Much more twinkling titanite. They're like, if you haven't upgraded your armor or gear that needs twinkling titanite, here's your chance. He just, every time, it's just gonna be death by 1,000 cuts. I could just go back, reset, and then get my essence back, but it's so late. I can pop a humanity and heal, but then even at that point, I could still end up dying. I figured as much. I hate the idea of fighting the Mimic in this area. Oh, I got the bleed on it. Let's go. Okay. Got some bleed resistance on me, you know that? Crystal Knight Shield. A lot of crystal weaponry in here. Loving it. I'm never going to be able to use it again because it's going to break really quickly, but I'll have a lot of extra damage in the meantime. I'm just keeping my shield up. I don't know what's up ahead, and if they immediately try and snipe me or something, if the worst comes to worst, I'll have my shield up. I don't believe any of this. Enemy ahead? I mean, that's about what I figured, so I'm not really concerned about reading that. Question is it an enemy I can deal with? I definitely do not want to be fighting you in here. There's just not enough room for me to work with. It just works out so much better for you than it does for me in that area that I just don't want to deal with it. You're fat rolling with that getup? Really? Very strange. He came off so aggressive, but now he's just kind of sitting there. I would go in on him harder right now if I had any form of Estus on me, but I just do not. Yeah, that's about what I figured what it was looking for, but clearly it was not going to do anything else if I didn't. This is fine. The thing being is that now I can just run throughout that entire area and just run up there rather than dealing with everybody in the way. Although I'm gonna have to deal with it, at least a few of them, because it's an elevator, and elevators take forever in this game, so nothing below, so I don't have to worry about anything hiding under the elevators, which they've done before, so it really just would not attack. I know we were waiting for like the same thing, but I don't. And this would be where, like, I actually needed to know how to do the kick. Like, the one time I'd want the kick, so that way I can break his guard and then actually deal with him. Yeah, I want to run through this area, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to if I have to wait on that elevator. Well, we can try it. Gotta keep my shield up and just keep running on through. Surprisingly effective right now. Just, man, imagine wanting to fight all the enemies in the area when you can just run past them. You do a decent amount of stamina damage here. Gonna need this elevator to come on up and actually do things right now for wood. Well, that could have possibly gone worse. This is what I need my Black Knight sword to actually be able to get through and actually hit all these guys at the same time. And now I kind of have to kill everybody that's on here, otherwise I have to deal with them and that other thing. They all seem to have no idea how they interact once they've gotten on this elevator, though, so it seems to be pretty free kills. I mean, they're not even trying to do nothing. Alright, that went much better than I thought it would. Maybe if I just attempt to run past him or get past the area that he's guarding, maybe then he'll actually try and attack. Because he starts off attacking, but then he immediately goes to, like, full defensive mode. Or if I get him stuck in the corner like this. There we go. Anything good for me? No. I've even got 2 humanities, and it's like, oh, you get item drop increases, but not really seeing it so far. I've seen a little more on the weaponry being dropped, but outside of that. No, you don't. No, you don't. Maybe you do, because I cannot seem to hit you right there. Alright, I had to use my stabbing attack. It worked. It was just a lot closer than it arguably should have been. But we did it. Oh good, a fog wall immediately. Well, at least we have all of our S's that we have. Seath the Scaleless. I have no idea how I'm going to. Oh good, you're a crystal dragon. That's fantastic. How do I ever get the attack use like the thing as a melee? How do I attack you as a melee? So clearly I'm missing something there, because there's no way I can hit him as a melee. Am I in jail? Okay, good. Was that... I guess that was supposed to happen, because outside of being ranged, how would I be able to, how would I be able to deal with it, right? You also hit the entire map? So, you know. Alright, I don't feel bad about that death then. The fact that they gave me a new bonfire and like, actually, clearly that was not an intended fight. I guess in theory you could win that fight if you're, like, ranged or whatever, and the fact that you might actually be able to hit him, but clearly that seems to be a scripted, like, hey, you're supposed to get bodied here. Kind of like when you beat the bag people originally in Bloodborne and they, like, 1 or 2 shot you, and you're like, oh, I'm probably supposed to die here. Alright. So you're locked. The other one is locked. Well, that worked. Do I want to know what that's doing? Probably not. Right, okay. Well, I'm not sure how concerned I'm supposed to be about these guys. Interesting. That door is locked, but we can't actually interact. I wonder if this will reset if I do this and go in. In case I need to, like, actively avoid them or whatnot. So I can go up here, or I can go down. The question being, which one do I actually need to go to, and do I actually have a choice in either matter? Door's locked as well, of course it is. This allows us to fall, what, down to this one down here? Nope, they get knocked off the edge of the map and then die for it. That's, well, rip to those humanities and those souls. Well, glad, wish I knew how this area worked before that happened. Rip to like 46k souls. Whatever, it's fine. So could I not I could not access that part before. Interesting. And there is an item right there, so it's maybe worthwhile to do. I'm not. I mean, we've seen at least 2 areas that have been locked now because of this. So maybe if I try and go out this way, and then try and scoot back in. Okay, there we go. Made in everything. In a white seance ring. I mean, it was an entire armor set plus a ring. That's not bad. This is the ring, dude. Grants additional attunement slots. Is the same with the dark seance ring. Grants additional attunement. Grants additional attunement. So I guess if you're like, if you're a mage, that works out pretty well for you. We are not for once in our life, so yeah, no use to me. But we got it, so that's. What? Do I want to know? I'm not sure if I was supposed to be letting them up there. Are they gonna open that door for me? I'm confused as to what exactly they're attempting. Yeah, I have no idea what they're doing. Alright, well, joke's on me for trying to figure out what the AI actually does. I let you out of your cell and this is how you repay me? Well, I'm gonna put you in a different cell then. A more permanent cell, shall we say. Really? Maybe? I mean, it's a bit of a stretch. That's about what I figured. I mean, one of them's gotta have something for me, right? This one's locked, but the other one was. Did I hit the wall on this side? Maybe that's what it was. Like it's an invisible wall here that allows me access to the other side. No, okay. Just another key or something that I don't have yet, or maybe that I already missed. I don't know. I mean, it really was not like a long walk between the inner Londo one to the original bonfire that I started off this stream at. Every time I just gotta hit the side of the kills would be so free if it didn't happen, but no, I gotta take a little bit of damage for it. It's not that much damage, it's just that they're eventually gonna keep chipping away that way, which is gonna cost me more and more Estus. I want to drop down. I think I have to, is the thing, in order to get that item. How do you possibly miss that plunge attack? But how, though? Trying to make sure that he's the only one in here, so that I don't have to worry about it. Archive prison extra key. Now, we had locked doors before this. We had that door all the way up at the beginning of the ladder. Maybe that's why those are there, now that we actually have a key to potentially open it. Now they're like, absolute. There's an extra key, allows me into this, which does what exactly for me? Anybody on the ceiling or something? Large soul of a brave warrior. There's a decent amount of souls, can't be too mad at that. We can at least check what's at the top of that ladder now. I mean, we know that one's door's there, but now we have a second key, which maybe the second key will be the difference maker. I don't really need the heal for that. Are you guys still chilling up there? They're most definitely chilling up there still. It's like I could reset, get approximately about half my health back, but then I'm gonna have to potentially fight all those guys that I just beat again, in which case things could go better or worse. This is like the most cursed of camera angles, but alright. Ow. You're actually not dead? Oh, because I hit the freaking ladder. Of course. Well, that arguably went much worse than what it actually should have. Much worse than it should have. Ah, that bonfire not looking too bad now because of that. Now let's see if this key will actually do what I'm hoping it will do. Just open this door right here. Still locked. Okay, so bare minimum at least 3 different keys in this area. Seems a little excessive, but alright. Now I probably will end up taking the heal. I mean, if they're just gonna run back up there, unless I find another, well, I got trolled. Unless I find another key or something, there's really no need to go back up there, in which case, them being up there is fine. I'm closing all these doors now to prevent them from coming out in later attempts, if I need later attempts. No. Man. She gets off the keyboard, and then she's like, oh, I'm just gonna eat your wires instead. Like, I can't win with this one. Can you not? Oh, my... Well, those guys should just be chilling now, because now they have no way to get out. Because they're too dumb to be able to open the door. They're like, oh, door's closed, guess can't get out. Unless it's assumed that we end up walking in immediately as soon as it hits there, which I highly doubt, but alright. They released those things into this area. I still have no idea what problem that presents to me so far, considering I've yet to see one of them outside of that cutscene. Unless I somehow wipe them away by hitting the bonfire again, but that seems weird. Oh, they're all just chilling in there? Okay, that's kind of weird, considering it showed them all, like, just pouring out into this area, but alright. Go ahead and take this ladder up while I have the opportunity to do so. This brings me up to where the snake dude originally did this. Really? The guy that's attacking me first, that's not the one we want to look at? Alright. I think you're the most difficult out of the 3 here to deal with, so I'm just going to go ahead and accept some damage to make sure you get taken care of. That really should have gone as bad as what it did, but apparently they got around to me a lot faster than I thought they were going to. Really? I got hit on the back so I can get out of here. I should just be parrying them and this would go better. I don't know, this guarantees it, and then if I miss the parry, I'm gonna end up taking damage anyways. I'm gonna be losing my stamina. Are you gonna be a mimic? You're not a mimic. Right. What do you got for me? Archive Tower, giant door key. Well, that sounds pretty... I think I have an idea of where I'm supposed to go with that one. Can I pull this? And if so, what would it do for me? I'm just going to, I guess, leave that there and assume that that's doing something useful for me. Or maybe not, because now it seems like they've gone all aggro. So they were only aggro once I had the music on. As soon as I let the music go, now it seems like they've all gone back in there. Interesting, and this helps me out. I do a decent amount of damage, I'll give it that. I could probably start sniping these guys. I definitely have enough arrows to do that. Where is it at? My sniper crossbow, go ahead and get that out. Was it R2 that switches? And then we just go sniping. Why? It literally even has the one that I wanted marked. Why would you switch to a new one? Again, why switch to a new one when I already have the one that I want clearly auto locked on, dude? It just does not make sense to me. This seems like the best way to do it, because if I try and go in there with just my baby dagger, and then I have like 2 or 3 trying the multiple, if I get multiple jump attacks at me, something tells me this is not going to go well for me. So may as well use what advantage we got to us here, which is apparently them just getting stuck on the edge of the map here, and I'll take it. I got apparently another Estus for that. Why? No idea. Will I take it? Oh, absolutely. Nope. I am fat rolling because I have this out, but it's fine because they really don't seem to come out farther than that one area. Okay. Man, auto lock really it just doesn't get better. There we go. Slower than what I would like this to go, but considering there's so many in this area, I don't want to necessarily rush it and then be forced to fight all of these nerds. Are you serious? Well, you know what? At least it missed too. At least I can say it missed as well. Wow, I want to even have killed it with that. Why are you guys so tanky? Thanks for staying still, at least. These guys are giving a decent amount of souls. Yeah, something tells me I like this a lot better when they're not actively aggro on me. By having that cell phone on. It's almost like it played out like that, so I wouldn't want to do that, but you know, that for science, I had to do it. Much, much slower than what I would like it to be, but something tells me they're gonna be, like, really OP or something like that. Or, like, maybe their grab attack insta one-shots or something. I just don't know, and I really don't feel like figuring it out. So. If I could only get aggro from one or two of them at a time, you know, maybe we could keep talking about it, but aggroing that entire room? No thank you. Their grab has much more range than what you think it would, because they do that jump along with it. Hey, you're actively looking at me. I don't like that idea at all. Okay, auto-lock. It's not like she's like 2 feet away from me. I definitely wouldn't want to auto-lock onto that. No. Why would you? Ah, my rage? I was like, this will be fine, and then I'm sitting here like so far away because my dagger has no rage. Alright, there we go. Why are you so much tanky? Thankfully, you seem to be stuck on the wall or something, and the fact that you're not really a problem, but, you actually dropped something for me as well. What do you got for me? Soothing sunlight and bountiful sunlight. Not bad.
Hello again. What a chance meeting.
Logan, can you stop getting in prison?
Once again. I don't suppose you could stage me a getaway. The archives. Such a storehouse of knowledge, so close but just out of reach. The thought offends me so I could simply die. As a student of the arts, you understand me, yeah?
You don't have to happen to know where set key is then, do you, friend?
Hello again. Alas, I'm in the thought of as a student.
I'm really not seeing how I would break you out of there, friend. Yeah, humanity off one of those things. That's nice. I mean, unless the key's hidden somewhere inside this mess, I have no idea where I should be looking for a key to get them out. The fact that I have 3 keys just in this one area, and yet none of them can apparently unlock this man's door is crazy. Unless somehow playing the music unlocks the door, maybe? That seems a bit weird, but sure, you know what? I may as well check at the top anyways. It didn't seem like I could get behind the cage by going on top, but let's see how this goes. Very surprised that we got miracles out of those things. Oh yeah, I can pull a sniper away. I'm like, I'm so slow. Damn. Yeah, I can't go over it from this way. I doubt that noise makes a difference for anything else, so just gonna go ahead and leave it as it is for the time being. I doubt it will do anything for the door that has him locked in, but on the off chance that it does. If you just couldn't stay at the Firelink Shrine, could you? Could you, Luke? You could have just stayed there. We wouldn't have had any problems, so we had already saved you the first time. But no, you had to actively go out and get caught yet again. All the other doors in here I've been through, so I'll probably just hit the bonfire here and then head up. Open the door and see what's good. I'm wondering if those, the things we just killed will actually respawn. I feel like they won't. The reason being because they actually dropped me spells, which generally when they drop you a good item, usually they don't tend to respawn after that. They could, but I'm not holding up high hopes for that. Can I move? No? Okay. Well, that's fine, because it should reset the music so that they won't be aggro's, so then I won't really have to deal with them. Yeah, and I mean, I'm literally right here. Thanks for my souls back, nerd. I guess now they're actively aggro against me. Unless the AI was just weird that entire time. Once I had gotten to the doorway, it just didn't know what to do with itself, I guess. Anyways, we can now actually exit this area, and it seems like they want us to come back for Logan, so... If I find the key, I'll come back for him, otherwise I don't know what I'm gonna be doing about that. I knew you had to be close. I don't know how that went bad for me when I was literally attacking them while they were getting up the ladder, but okay. You should be close to bleeding. Yeah, you're dead. Let's move you into an actual area I can deal with you in. For no reason I should have had to use that many Estus. We got a humanity out of that, huh? Alright. You wary of left? Yeah, that's about what, you know, maybe the guy standing right in the hallway. Should I be even more wary of left? Probably. That's about what I expected. Thankfully, we swing faster than him. Of course, when he just elbows me in the chest, apparently that's faster than me even hit him with my dagger, but alright. That area I can get to, that other ledge over there, probably, you're right. Oh, good. We have another one of these guys? Great. Oh, good. We have at least two of these. That's ah! Wow. Okay. No way. You're telling me this guy got out of that? Come on. And now I'm gonna take like an extra half my health because that's so dumb. No reason that should have gone as bad as what it did. And now I'm still getting body blocked by this nerd. Even his dead body is still trolling me. I know there was another one. We could have gone down. I know there was at least one more enemy over there, but I figure I may as well check out what's going on over at this end before I do so. Anything else I should be concerned about over here? Turn a handful, and that would do what for me? Who's shooting at me? Of course. Should have seen that one coming. I was like, oh, get sniped then. Of course, the dude around the side. Whatever, I'll just accept the damage to make sure I kill him. My Estus flask? What happened to my healing? Did he shoot? He must have shot me again or something. Actually gonna get sniped to death at this point. I'm running with my shield up, so unless he hits me from the side, we should be fine. Really, nothing up on these points besides that turn handle. Okay. And this does what exactly for me? I see, it moves this part. Which again, then does what for me exactly? Already had access to this way, didn't we? Well, worst comes to worst, I do have my damage ring up right now, so if I can stay at this state, I'll be swinging. Figured it was a little too small for a mimic, but you never know in this game, so. Got a little bit of loot out of that just for checking it out. Love to see it. I'm just keeping my shield up at all times right now. I knew there had to be another one around here somewhere. Weapon at risk? Are you serious? Why? What? I've barely killed like anybody. Alright, well, I guess we're switching to this one. Now, this doesn't one-shot, like, all of these nerds. I don't know what will. I was 100% expecting somebody to be on the side of me and instantly kill me. Which might be this magic dude right here if I don't use these walls correctly. Yeah, I really did not expect him to live through more than one swing of that. But... have to be on the other side, don't you? I'm considering throwing in a humanity just for the sake of being able to live longer and actually get through this area, because regardless of whether I block the magic or not, if it hits me, blocked or not, it's still gonna kill me at this point. Just due to the amount of HP that I just do not have. So I need to go back down to the other area, turn the handle over there to get to the magic dude, and then deal with him thusly. Easier said when done, when anything that can hit will one-shot you, but, yeah. We just straight up one-shot these guys with our ring active. The ring damage is so good, it just requires you to have such low HP before it actually activates. Ooh. Of course. I thought I saw something behind me, but I thought it was like I thought it was a special effect or something like that, so I was like, that's not a problem, right? And nope, turns out that was an arrow. Well, that sucks. But we also cleared out, like, one entire area of that, so now I can just go that way and not have to deal with everything else in the other rooms because I already checked it, so then we won't take that extra damage. Also, we shouldn't take any extra damage from these guys, since apparently the snake guys are just not coming this time around, which is fine with me. It's just... I figured, did we get around here? Do we still one-shot you? We do not. Of course. And we know there's a dude on the side. Yes, we know this. Straight up just one-shot the archers with our double hand. How do you... You must live with like 1 HP. I refuse to believe that you don't get one-shot by this sword. Oh you're gonna regret your decision there, friend. You serious? Can't count my other hit, otherwise you wouldn't die. Ah, you shot your magic into the wall. What a nerd. I've never done that before. Never. Especially if you watch Dark Souls 2, I never shot my magic into the wall. What do you mean that's every episode? Heal me up before this nerd shoots me again? That does too much damage. I could switch my shield, I guess. In which case I could mitigate more of it by doing that. Another crystal straight sword, don't mind if I do. We have access to over here. We can go downstairs, but not ready for that just yet, because then we're gonna begin sniped by magic the rest of the time, which is not what I'm looking for. Everybody's got to do just enough damage to make it to where I want to heal, don't you? Nothing on these sides. I got an absolute ton of just crystal weapons. It's beautiful. I might even max out a crystal weapon where it's gonna be like my saving grace sword or something like that, where it's just gonna be my hardest hitting sword. And it's gonna be like, you either kill the boss with this weapon, or it's gonna break and then you can't do anything more with it. Can I really not get upstairs? What's going on here? Don't step on the computer. What are you doing? Yeah, you? I see you looking at me. She's looking at me like, what did I do? Well, she's like trying to lay on the entire laptop. Like, don't. Just, what if you did? Well, stop. Get off my computer. Just got a random book hanging like this? Okay. Nothing else in this area. It seems like there's not enough. Am I just going backwards? Is that what I'm doing at this rate? Kind of feels like it. At the same time, we got a bonfire out of it, so... Praise the sun. Needs soldier? Need soldier. Need humanity. I have humanity. Assuming that's like an actual requirement, I do indeed have humanity. So, 30k? I can get that. I collected enough random souls to be able to get that. What do the real question being, what do we want with it? Wow, even with that, it was just barely enough. Probably just more strength, I guess. Our strength is only going up by 1 now. Or, well, our physical defense, I should say. Our actual strength is going up by 4, which is not bad. We got reset on our stuff here. We that's why a bonfire right there? What am I missing here? Because it doesn't look like I can actually access any more of that. In which case I have to get farther up in the area would be my guess. So we gotta be able to turn the handles and whatnot, and then by turning the handles we can get higher up the area. I just gotta figure out where that next bridge or whatever is so I can actually do so. have anywhere that gets me up. Trying to see like what the benefit of that bonfire was. I guess just less enemies maybe in total of having to go through to get to wherever we need to get to. Okay, guess I'll just die real quick. Mages, man. I gotta get higher up is the thing. So whatever that floor is, I need to be able to use the turn handle there in order to get up to that magic guy. To actually be able to deal with him. Did we not already do this area? I probably did. Yeah. Oh, it made me block instead of swing. I didn't need to take that dumb damage. Every time. I need to really deal with you guys. I forgot to repair my ghost blade as well, so I guess we're just gonna roll with this for the time being. So, this doesn't allow me anywhere near this, because we originally came through here, worked our way back. Alright. So we need to just keep heading up then? We need to head up in order to go in somewhere on those lines. Man, if he just didn't stagger so hard, I could have killed him right there, but he just went flying backwards. Yes, please, keep casting that. I would much rather take that than the magic attack. And then, of course, I get sniped by the dude in the back behind him, because I can't tell where the arrow is when it's still going through the dude's soul. Of course, it turned me around so then the dude behind me could snipe me. I know. Pretty sure this guy actually ended up dropping something here. Chandler's Trident. Interesting. So this allows me up, which I generally want. Though, how do I benefit from there? You suck. I didn't want to have to kill all these things again, but here we are. At least we're one-shotting them now with this. It wasn't a ladder all the way over here, was it? No. Alright, so turn me around. This is going to change it over to this side. This side has a door over there that I can go through. Which then I need to make my way back over to the left or so in order to be able to get to where the other magic caster is, if I'm getting that right. Of course, I don't have access to that. Ah, that's how you get to that spot. You have to fall through that area where all the other, the blood spots are. Great. So just don't miss, forehead. Alright. If this is the Mimic, we're gonna hit him with the double hand before he even gets a chance. Nope. Alright. And what do you have for me? Strong magic shield. Not what I'm looking for. I still need a key for Logan there. I mean, that's really it for this area for the most part. I still gotta beat Seath the Scaleless, or whatever his name was. I'm pretty sure that's what that was. I go ahead and turn this. It's gonna turn me back to this area where I just was. Which then allows me down to this side. So I'm not really sure the benefit of this compared to the other side, so we'll just have to check out both. Make sure I get everything. At least as much as I'm willing to go back to get. It's probably a better way of putting it. It's looking relatively close to a fog wall there. There has to be a gimmick to him. Like, I don't see there being any other way that there isn't a gimmick to Seath the Scaleless here. Seath? Whatever his name is. Probably should have sniped that guy with my crossbow so I wouldn't have had to deal with him that entire time. But here we are. Really, of all the times now, that's the one you hit me at? Really? Pulling the lever does what for me? Does it allow me easy access back to the next bonfire? That would be nice. Oh, it does. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. I'll be taking that HP back. Good thing I checked that out first. So we have in there, and I guess we have that other way. Unless I already checked the other way. It's too dark in here, man. Can't even tell if anybody's gonna, like, drop on me or nothing. Blue Titanite chunk. Have we gotten a blue Titanite chunk yet? I don't think we have. Well, just like every chest, all of you are catching this sword until I know that you're not a mimic. Six-eyed helm of the Chandlers, robe of the Chandlers, gauntlet, and waistcloth of the Chandlers. So I guess if you're a miracle user, that's what you're looking for. That's not what I meant to press, but alright. Oh yeah, that was somebody I followed a decent amount of time ago. Oh yeah, that's one of the voice things. I meant to put the thing back up since you changed some of the settings, but I'll do it after this one. Crystal Amber, that could be really nice. Of course, once you crystal something, you can't exactly get it back, so you definitely have to make sure that's the one you're looking for. Straight up just killed this mimic before it could even do anything. Symbol enchanted falchion. What about you? You gonna try it too? Nah, he learned from the last one. He's like, just take it, please. Archive Tower Giant Cell Key. Okay, I imagine this is probably for Logan, in which case I could go all the way back to this guy in order to unlock him, right? Opens Giant Cell below Archive Tower. Giant Cell once imprisoned countless maidens, but is now empty save for a few key persons. They struggle to uphold their sanity as the horde of mistakes ride at a fearfully close proximity. Which basically says, yeah, that's basically the Logan key that I just got. Great! Well, I guess I gotta go back and free him or something. Can I just have a warp back there? That would be real nice. I don't suppose you'd be willing to do that. Firelink Shrine, nope. Inner Lawn Door, nope. Chamber of the Princess, nope. The Abyss, nope. Daughter of Chaos, nope. Altar of the Grave Lord. No? Yeah. Ah, that's for the, that's for Nito, I believe. Undead Parish, no, that's for one of the, no, okay, so we gotta actually walk our way back there if we want it free. You just had to get caught, didn't you? Look, you just couldn't make it easier on all of us here. I don't even, like, necessarily need him since he's a magic guy and I'm not even using, like, any magic, but I guess I'll do it for the sake of saying that I did it. Try and rush my way back there. Because even if I end up dying, I'm gonna be teleported back to the bonfire, which is fine. Because we already have what we need from it. So. Alright, we had the ways open, so this shouldn't matter, in which case we can bring this down, which should allow me to get back to the other area, if I'm remembering correctly. I guess I could have just really dropped if I wanted to down there. Something tells me I probably don't live that, though, so. They really just gonna allow me to unlock him in the same area, huh? They really had to put the key in the entirely different area that... Okay. Worst comes to worst, if I end up dying, I'm just gonna go back to the bonfire, and then we can just go back from there. Nice. Crazy when they don't go flying backwards. It's like I'm able to one-shot them, but when they do, those guys hurt way too much. I wonder what my shield is ranking for, like, magic, because clearly it's not enough. Whatever amount it is, it's not enough. Come on. That's so dumb. Fine, you die now. Clearly I don't have magical defense if I'm hitting that hard. Like, it's just not happening. There we go out here. Not really, huh? Alright. No, we did, because we came in through this way, that's right. Right, because this is gonna lead us all the way back down there, and I don't hit the bonfire over here because I can use a homeward bone, get back to the other bonfire, rest there, and then. How did you possibly catch up to me? I have like no sprint or nothing to allow me to do that. Yet you're able to catch up to me. Are all those things gonna be in the way again? They shouldn't. I doubt that they will. But... Man, they're so... The great swords really just do make so many of these enemies just so much easier to deal with, huh? I locked all of these, so nobody should be coming for me. I mean, there might be the one guy that was coming from behind through the ladder, but I doubt he's still chasing me. Yeah, no, he's like long gone. Alright, Logan, I made an entire detour just to get you out of here. So this key better be the key that gets you out of there, otherwise I'm gonna be upset. Oh yeah, they're all back, because of course they are. Well, at least I can one-shot them. I just can't have them all aggro to me at the same time. Oh, baby, a triple! Oh, yeah! Man, turns out when you get just like one-shot everything, it makes clearing out rooms much faster. Do you guys always drop miracles? Is that what it is? No, that's another humanity. Hey, I'll take the humanity for me. You can leave now if you want to.
Thank you very much. I'm saved. That makes twice. I must be sure to repay you. I will visit the archives. If I discover any new spells, I shall share them with you. Prepare to be impressed by the onward march of sorcery.
You know, for being this, like, famous magician and whatnot, the fact that you're always somehow getting captured just doesn't seem right.
Hello. Don't mind me. I'll head out soon.
After all that, he's like, ah, don't worry about me. I'll get out of here eventually. Ooh, Firekeeper Soul? That's perfect. I actually needed one more of those in order to be able to, I think, max out our Estus. Isn't it usually +5 for Estus? In which case it should do it. Go ahead and hit this up just in case. I actually should have enough souls on hand in order to get us another level. I apparently got another Estus from just being close to this bonfire, so I'll take it. Give me more strength. Our strength is only going up 1 now after that. Really? Really? What's our dexterity looking like? Same difference, right? Our HP? 32? It's not too bad. I guess just keep getting... Does endurance go up at all? Not really. Resistance is what for us? Just more defense and more resistances towards the elements. Not the worst. Although we haven't really bought anything that was like heavy, just heavy like ailments, like bleeding or poison or toxin or anything like that. Haven't really found a boss like that, so I think we're okay with that for the time being. I know I went through that area. Yeah. Go ahead and pull this lever. I can only imagine that's gonna make a stairway out of this. Pull the lever. Come on now. Or it's gonna drop it. Well, one last attempt to get some pity damage off before I go into presumably a boss fight. Okay. Prism stone. Man, those would have been nice in the complete darkness area, huh? Good thing I didn't have any of those beforehand. Alright, what do we got going into this? Boss, no boss. Yep, just the immediate taunt before even knowing what's happening, yeah. Okay. Well, we're actually outside now. Got some, like, crystal giants hanging around here. How did that third hit possibly miss? I mean, easy kills nonetheless, but the fact that you actually lived because that last one didn't count as hit. Blue Titanite chunk. I imagine it's saying invisible wall or something. Weakness, stomach. Maybe they're trying to say, like, visceral attacks or something, or parries or whatnot for these guys. Which would make sense. They're not, like, the brightest of enemies by any means. They do hit hard if they hit you, though. Come on. Oops, looks like you missed. Yeah, you did. 1,200 souls. One of you guys has to have something, right? Otherwise, why would all three of you be right next to each other? I'm surprised that didn't hit me, but I'll take it. Blue Titanite chunk. Aha. So you guys are the ones that drop blue Titanite chunks. Who would have thought? Big guys that generally drop Titanite chunks. Dropping blue Titanite? What? Crazy. I never tried. We seem to be going away from the Scaleless boss, which I'm not very happy about because I'm going to have to figure out how to get back to him at some point. To make sure that I kill all the bosses. And if we end up getting to Gwyn or Gwendolyn or whoever it is, that's the final boss before that time happens, then I'll definitely look it up to make sure that we are actually beating all bosses beforehand, as we done with the others before. Imminent sorrow indeed. I'm pretty sure there was a shiny boy over there that I can take care of later. I just see this guy sitting in the corner and makes me feel like that he's gonna have something on him. Apparently cannot make it up that area to save my life, so I'll just let him come to me. That's fair. I could have gone that entire area without getting hit, but that was just me being impatient with him. And he didn't have nothing. Kind of trapped you laying here. Crystalline helm, armor, gauntlets, and latent. So that was off of one of those dudes that we fought much earlier into this area that we never got anything from. Alright. There was a ladder up there leading to an opening back into that area, but I want to check out the rest of what's out here before I end up going back just yet. You noticed me from farther away than what you normally do. These guys are not a bad farm, especially with this. 3 hits, and you get a decent amount of souls off them. There's a decent amount of them in this area to begin with. Not really got his hit in here. So they got like 800-ish health. Yeah, excuse me. Interesting. I don't actually know if anything's going to come out of this, but or if it's just like a challenge to actually get on it. But challenge accepted. Here, I did it. I did it indeed. That's about what I figured off of so many messages, but you know what? I can say I did it. So it looks like we could either keep going farther down into this area, or we can go back inside the building based off that ladder. I just don't know if that's actually true or not. It seems like you should be able to do something in that area right there. Got multiple guys active on over here. I hate that idea. Keep my shield out. Try and use the trees to just keep them running around here while I get this figured out. There we go. He's got no chance of killing me at this point, unless I just absolutely throw, so... Just had to make sure I got that heal off. I'm pretty sure we still lived through one attack there, but I just had to make sure. What a weird place for you to be hanging out. I could have blocked it knowing that it was coming, but again, I just wanted to kill him faster. Down below or over there, because it does seem like I should be able to just run into this area, although it is not letting me really, so maybe not yet, or maybe not at all, it's hard to say. But this area definitely allows me in. The question is, do I want to go in there yet? We'll check out the ladder first, and if nothing comes to the ladder, then we'll go down there. If something does come to the ladder, then we'll have to remember that area for later. No, this is where we came in through originally. I just forgot. Okay. So that is where we're supposed to be going. Should have walked down there so I didn't take the damage. Whatever. It didn't seem like there was any way for us to get back into the area. I'm still wondering how I get back to the dragon dude. I imagine that I'm pretty sure he's one of the 4 lords. I'm pretty sure he's the last one, in fact. So I'm pretty sure I have to go back and kill him if I'm not already heading back to him through a different way. Crystal cave, huh? What do we got going on here? I forgot to turn off notifications. Okay, apparently that is, apparently that's not good enough to go on. Alright, I'll go ahead and turn off notifications real quick, and I'll be back in a second. And there we go. Oh, ripped our extra free Estus. That's fine. So, Crystal Cave. Apparently, we can only follow on top of that one crystal for so long before we just get wiped off the edge of the map. Climb down or take fall damage. They're making a very compelling argument of just saving time, but just taking the little fall damage that I get, but I guess I'll walk down. You guys really shouldn't matter at all. Like, I don't see... You're not exactly the smartest of AI to begin with, so the chances that I think that you're actually going to be able to follow me down here is not very high, so... This allows me in the Crystal Cave. Alright, I guess just follow where the enemies walk up to me, huh? That makes sense. Just because you were already here, I feel like you could be smart enough to get back to me. Really still following me? I say. I hear a shiny guy. I'm not sure if it's the environment or what. Is that another moonlight butterfly looking thing? Yeah. You gonna nuke me for running around this? I can target it, and there are multiple of them, which is concerning. Okay, I don't know how you got here, but alright. Alright, let's make sure that I don't die. I'll accept the damage. I should maybe switch to my crossbow here and start sniping this dude. Ooh, the enchanted falchion actually does magic damage. Interesting. Go ahead and switch me out for my sniper bow, and then we'll go ahead and deal with this guy. Yeah, that was me switching to my composite bow. Oops. Well, I can't use my dragon bow yet because I just don't have it in me, I guess. So it's active, but it's not actively attacking. Can live with that. I don't know how much damage it's doing to this thing, but I gotta imagine it's halfway decent. By halfway decent, I mean like not at all, but we can eventually kill it through this, so I guess we'll go ahead and do it. I mean, if it could potentially like knock me off the edge of the map or something, then I may as well just kill it from here. Maybe not the most glorious of kills, but if it keeps me from having to do this part all over again, then by all means. It's not even aggroing on me either, which is like the best part. Is this not just straight up Moonlight Butterfly? Because we have already fought the Moonlight Butterfly, and I feel like this is essentially that, if I'm remembering correctly. There also seems to be like this gold, one of those gold crystal dudes, but instead of being blue, he looks gold. Which I don't know if that's a lighting thing or if it is legitimately a gold one, in which case I'm not sure what the difference is between the two, but... maxed out sniper crossbow, by the way, just, you know, also, like, the strongest bolt that I could get for it being these electric bolts. Now, maybe it's got a weakness for the bolts that maybe make it better for a different version or whatnot, but, yeah, these are the ones I bought the most of. They were most expensive at the Smith, so I can only imagine that they're the best ones or one of the best ones out of it, right? You're telling me that was worth 400? Oh my. I probably spent like 5K in arrows there, and it's like, yeah, that's worth a good 400 souls. Are you serious? Oh, right. I keep forgetting to free my ghost blade, so it's just broken for the time being. Am I expected to fall down? Like, geez, where am I expected to go from here? Like, I don't know what part of this area is death versus what part is actually area that I can walk on. Doesn't really seem like I can get much farther this way without falling off the edge of the map. Unless these messages are saying I can walk on invisible platforms and the like, but okay. You know what? Fair enough. Not the first time we've gone over invisible pathways. This dude kind of concerns me. Absolutely maps. Yeah, that's the real problem with that right there. Okay, even if I block it, his knockback from his attack is enough to knock me off the edge of the map. If I try and roll out of the way with lock on, it will more than likely send me off the left or the right, which will end up sending me off the edge of the map. So, I don't really know how I'm going to deal with that. I guess I just accept getting hit there and accept that I'm going to use Estus on it and just deal with it. That's probably the way I'm going to have to go about it. Yeah, I already got tired of walking down the ladder, so, you know, just taking a little bit of fall damage, I'll live with it. Trying not to aggro any more of these guys than possible, so that way I don't have to deal with them later. Since somehow they seem to always be able to follow me. I like the idea of this area. I just kind of wish I had a better idea of where I can walk, versus where I can't walk. Oh, good, you respawned, because of course you did. I can only imagine that you're going to pepper spray me on my way over, right? That would be my luck. Or you're not active, which would be good for me, but I don't hold my hopes up very high in the regard that, oh, you're just not going to be active. I really want to kill this gold one because I'm interested to see what it drops, if it ends up dropping anything. Oh. Why? Yeah, I can't lock onto him. This is exactly what I said was going to happen if I tried to lock onto him. Okay, so no locking onto him. We take one hit, we do one hit, we take one hit, we do one hit. Or we just attempt to run past him, which is fine, and I think that's probably the best play out of it, but I'm trying to figure out if he drops anything good, in which case I have to kill him in order to be able to at least attempt to figure that out, or if it gives a good amount of souls that makes it worthwhile to actually kill the thing. It definitely feels like we're headed towards a boss. I don't know if it's that, the Scaleless dude or whatnot, the dragon-looking skeleton crystal. But, we'll figure it out. It seems very strange that they only have one of these guys in here up until this point. Maybe it's just an introduction to be like, don't think this is just like a walk down to the final area, which I can see. Don't really know how I would have got that item right there. Unless I can somehow make the jump up there, but I'm not really seeing that either, unless I can go back this way. And assume that there's an invisible walkway this way? Okay, good. Seems like I kind of just have to assume that there's a lot of platforming in this area, in which case it's concerning because, you know, if you're wrong, it's kind of instant death, so... Alright, for this guy, I gotta heal up for full. I just gotta accept that he's gonna hit me, and that I hope that I just hit him harder than he hits me. Because I can't block him, because clearly, unless I'm, like, straight up with him, this guy will, knock me off the edge of the map. And, not a fan of that. I wondered if I was able to just walk out of that. Like, 2,500, but we didn't get anything special off of it. Whoa, wait, whoa, wait, whoa. Calm down there, game. I mean, this seems to be the way, is that, you know, I don't feel bad about looking at the messages in this area, because how would I possibly know where else to go in here? Like, I mean, I don't know if you guys are noticing, but there's not a lot telling me where I'm supposed to go. Oh, there was an item over there. That's what I was like. Why? What else can I do in this area? And apparently, there's another item I saw there as I had just fell down. So, like, rip to that. But I at least know there's another item right there. I did get a humanity out of the last one too, which is pretty good considering I can't, or I'm not actively able to store those up. So, especially while it's like free deaths right now, like I'm not kindled or anything like that, so it's not like I'm losing out on Estus or anything for doing it. So I'll probably go back and attempt to try and get that item again. I wish I had more messages to show me the path, instead of just having the source dude just trust me and go for it, but you know. A little more certainty would be nice, shall we say. I don't know if we're gonna end up killing the gold one again. I guess I might as well. Roll almost took me off the edge of the map there. We were able to dodge him just by walking backwards, so that's pretty good. That saves me from having to be like, can I actually live through this, or no? There's probably faster ways of going about that, but until I figure that. What is the sign that tells me I have areas I can walk on? It must be this crystal like snow that's coming down in the area, right? That's gotta be the sign, I would imagine. But then sometimes it seems like it falls off into nothingness. But then again, we just walked across an abyss right there, so no. What if I turn right here? It's just like... Oh boy. I think I got it. Okay, blue Titanite, an actual Titanite slab for one thing. That's pretty nice. Alright. Other than that, blue Titanite must be for magic, right? I'm almost tempted just to die here to not have to walk back through this, but let's see. Yeah, I forgot the way. Ah, well. You know what? We got the blue Titanite slab out of it. I apparently got humanity in there at some point, so rip to that humanity, but, well, it's fine. I ripped to that, like, 26k souls or whatever it was, but, I really don't feel like going back for it. Unless it puts it in an area that I have an idea of where I think I'm going in that part, then maybe. Other than that, yeah, no, it can keep those souls. It's not even one level at this point, so. I don't think the blue Titanite slab was worth it for my build, because I'm not using any magic. But if you're a mage or whatever, that's probably pretty well worthwhile to make that happen. Crystal is generally associated with magic, so... I mean, we have crystal weapons, but really it's more so magic. Like how we actually straight up had crystal magic. Like the crystal homing mass and stuff like that. I think that's just about all the items in this area. At least we kind of figured out how walking over the abyss here works. Probably still need to end up killing this gold crystal guy. Just so that way he doesn't mess with me while I try and go through it. Or there's maybe only one of them? Alright, fair enough. Funny jokes game. Yeah, nope, not going back for those souls. Just gonna go with a new on that one. I wonder if I'm actually supposed to be killing these things. Like, actively trying to kill them. Okay, well, if I was gonna do that, I should have done it much more before that. And apparently I should have jumped there. Okay, well, I'm learning more and more as we go on through it. Fair enough. So either I need to just nuke that guy immediately, or I'm gonna have to, like, snipe him like I did that other one. I'd rather not. Something tells me we could probably kill him pretty quickly with this sword if I can just keep him in that spot, while also not falling off the edge of the map. Which is a bit of an ask, considering just I have no idea on how to go through it. I'm sure that's why they gave us the prism stones in that chest, or to be able to, like, mark our path on the area so we can actually walk through. And have some idea of being able to get back, but it's like a lot more work than I want to put into it. So I'll just accept the deaths when they happen and be like, well, I also only have 20 prism stones, so once I use them, I mean, I can use them all in one death and then not even have anything for later. I'm gonna have to repair my weapons soon enough here, which is not great. These guys keep respawning, though. I was like, maybe if I kill all of them by the time I get down there, maybe something special will happen. But if they keep respawning, it seems like it kind of defeats that idea. The gold dude just does not spawn there anymore, huh? Alright. So there is an item down there, but apparently I need to jump or something in order to be able to get to it. Maybe there's a better way of doing it. I mean, we have all the crystals here to suggest that we can go this way. I don't even know how I would get back up here once I went down there. Hope you don't mind if I take this. That still hit me. That's fine. I'll accept that hit. I'll accept that hit too, as long as I get the hit before you. Nope. Okay. Well, I got the item from down there. It looks like we can walk our way back down that way in order to get it. He was worth 2,500 souls, which is, I mean, it's like 2 times the amount of one of those regular blue ones. So I'm not too worried about that. If the first one had actually dropped something worthwhile, I would consider go back killing that guy. But if not, I may as well just continue on throughout that area. 2,500 souls is worth nothing if I end up dying and not going back to pick up the souls to begin with. At that point, he's essentially 0 souls worth. So. We gotta be working towards the boss, right? There's no way they built this entire area and then just have it be like, well, here's the next area. Like, I refuse to believe. You can't be serious. Every other time he's missed doing something like that, but that time he's like, nah, I'm gonna lay in this one. Okay, alright, sure. Alright, keep it going. So we gotta go past that second moonlight butterfly, and it looks like there's a third, in which case we'll have to go past the third one. Which, the only time we've actually activated a moonlight butterfly so far has been from being too close to it. So as long as we don't get next to it, it seems like we're pretty alright with them. At no other time before this one have you hit me right there, so I wasn't expecting it to. Much like this guy down here, I don't know when you guys decided you wanted to wise it up, but let's not say it did, shall we? That time he completely missed. It wasn't even close. Time before that, though, it was just barely straight on. I wish I knew how wide these areas were. I gotta imagine they're about like the same width as one of these normal crystals that we walk on, right? But when you can't see it, you can't like really imagine it as well. Or at least I can't anyways. Oh, trying to slide me off the edge of the map. Nah, I'm good. Thanks, but no thanks. Okay, every time that makes me think that I'm gonna die. Path indeed. Path in here. Yeah, here. I do. Don't suppose you'd mind if I took this, do you? Soul of a hero. Nice. Okay, alright. Fair enough. I don't know if you're gonna be able to do anything over in this area, though. It still almost hit me, so you know what? Those seem concerning. Not sure what made you aggro first before all the others, but alright. Ow. Okay, so I need 3 hits to kill one of you guys. Only 1,000? Okay, you guys have like... You guys are like clams or something like that. You guys gotta have some form of good item for me, right? One of you guys has to have like a halfway decent item. Otherwise, why would they open up like this, you know? I need to be able to dodge one attack in order to be able to kill him the rest of the time. I thought that was a grab attack at first, which is why I didn't go in on him immediately. Alright, round 2. So you can actually attack with your wings. Interesting. Probably could have expected that. I knew one of you guys had to have an item, Twinkling Titanite. Those are nice, because if I ever decide to upgrade another set of gear, then I won't have to farm for as long. Or farm at all, potentially. He stopped right in front of my blade. Oh good, I had enough stamina just to stop him. Okay, good. That could have gone beyond orders. Really. Is it just one Twinkling Titanite out of all of you guys? Really? I think above me or something I was supposed to be worried about. I guess it would have already came down if it did, huh? Oh, good. Don't tell me there's gonna be a boss here and I have to run through this area every time. That'd be a tad annoying. I have no idea what that's supposed to be. Oh, probably like your staff or something like that. Great. I hate this camera angle. Please switch it back to normal. I'm guessing I'm supposed to like grab this before this guy or something. I have no idea what that did, or what he's doing. I have no idea what's going on. Apparently I just drank like 5 Estus at once. That's great. No way. But he's dead! He's straight up dead! What? No! While cursed, your HP is half. Lifting the curse requires a purging stone or the aid of the healer New Londo. Are you kidding me? What? What? This is a joke, right? Oh my... You can't be serious. You're telling me we killed each other at the same time? A first try, baby, though, on the actual fight, because I refuse to believe that first fight against him wasn't scripted, so... There's probably a bonfire down there I need to light up. I want to say it gave me the boss soul, but at this point, I don't know. Although it's probably in, like, the key items or something. Yeah, bequeathed soul, Lord Soul Shard. Soul of the albino Seath the Scaleless, fragment of Lord Soul discovered at the dawn of the Age of Fire. Seath, whatever way you want to put it. Seath allied with Lord Gwyn and turned upon the dragons, and for this he was rewarded dukedom, embraced by the royalty and given a fragment of a great soul, although just peace will satiate the Lord vessel. Alright. Yeah, so I'm gonna go back there. I'm going to presumably hit a bonfire or something back there. I don't know if that's necessary, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And, yeah. Really cannot afford to fight anything while you're cursed. Man, being cursed is awful. Half of your HP going? And the only ways you can get rid of it is that purging stone and the dude at the ghost house that removes the curse, I believe. In which case I have to go through the back of the curse house anyway, or the ghost house in order to get this curse removed at some point. Or find somebody that sells purging stones, which I'm pretty sure I want to say he does, but I'm not entirely sure on that. Hey, first try Seath the Scaleless, I'll take it. I refuse to accept that first fight, though. There's clearly no way I can win that fight. I couldn't even get to him as a melee. As a range, maybe you could do it, but even then, he was able to hit the entire area with his, like, his crystal laser. In which case, you would probably still have died due to the insta-kill that is curse anyways, so... This area doesn't feel as big once you know the actual way to get back to the right way. I wonder if it's gonna make me fight him again. It shouldn't, because I got his soul or whatever, right? Oh no, I'm gonna have to fight these dudes again at half HP? Oh boy. I really can't afford to get hit here. No, not the kick! Why would you kick? Oh my... I'm so lucky that these purging stone. What? Oh, it's too beautiful. Give me this. Breaks the curse. Screw this curse. And it got me back to my full HP, which is so nice. I thought it was gonna leave me at half still, which would have been made me kind of salty at that fact. But you know what? Ask and ye shall receive. Good to see that they can give out purging stones. You don't actually do that much damage, you know that? Twinkling Titanite. These guys are actually dropping quite a bit of items. Like, for us not having a single humanity to up the chances, like, we're getting a decent... Oh, jeez. No, my boss souls! Don't you dare. Absolutely not. I don't know if I was supposed to break that thing. It seemed like Seath was trying to get to it. So I figured I would break it, and it seemed like it kind of maybe stunned him. In which case I was able to get close to him and kind of just wail on him while he was in that stun state. Kind of like a Father Gascoigne situation where the music box would stun him. It seemed kind of like that, but whatever that magic crystal thing was supposed to be. I'll be taking that back, and I am destroying all of these statues. Only one of these were mine, and that was some utter nonsense because I had already killed the dude, but his attack was still going off. Like, really? Nothing else in this area? Not really looking like it. Okay, well. You get a whole 2 levels off that boss kill. Woo! I guess give me more strength. Our strength's finally starting to go back up again. Give me that. And I guess send me back to the Firelink Shrine. Actually, send me the Anor Londo first, because then I can go trade in my Firekeeper soul in order to upgrade our Estus healing, and then take me to the Firelink Shrine.
You go ahead. Even an undead.
Yes, take this Firekeeper soul and give me my +5 essence. I forget if you serve any more purpose other than that, so I guess I'll go ahead and check in with our Chamber of the Princess. Praise the sun and all that, you know what I'm saying. Praise the sun indeed. See, like, praise the sun. Yeah. You have anything new for me?
Chosen undead, thou hast journeyed far.
Yes, yes I have.
Please, thou
Okay, you've already said all that
now
before.
Thou shalt may thou.
Yes, praise the sun, indeed, indeed. Hey. This is the area I just farmed while I was still doing more of the moving here. I ran down there. There's about, like, maybe 4 or 5 of the big, larger or like 4 or 5 of the bigger knights, in which case I killed them. They dropped me about like 2 or 3k souls each. I think each run did me about 10k or so. Probably 10k souls for each one, so do that a few times. Basically just did that to upgrade the gear. I keep forgetting them. Oh my... Come on, man. I forgot to repair my ghost blade. And of course, because that fire, or that bonfire doesn't work, I can't do it there, so... I think that was the only first time that we've actually been cursed in this game. And that was from a boss that did it, so yeah. Go ahead and take this ward soul if you would. That should be the last one that we actually need. Except I think I still have bosses I need to kill. And I don't know if this is going to immediately thrust me into the final boss fight, which is kind of a concern. I guess I'll just let him kill me I'll just let him immediately kill me if that ends up being the case. Ah, good. We can repair our gear here. Repair, repair, beautiful. Repair, repair. And then, while we're at it, may as well go ahead and repair my armor set here. It's probably, like, not even close, but... 20 Estus Flask? 20. Oh, babe, 20 Estus? What are you doing to me? I'm gonna have to fight you guys. It would not surprise me if I had to fight you guys. This is feeling very final boss-esque, which is what getting the 4 souls was gonna lead me to. But it makes me feel like I'm gonna fight the final boss, which is not what I want to do because I haven't fought all the bosses in the game yet. I don't think, anyways. I'll have to look it up. Try shortcut, need humanity. Great. I has no idea what they're talking about. Need humanity. I don't know if they're actually saying that, or if I legitimately need to pop like a humanity right now or something. What is this supposed to do? I have no idea. Need thrust? All is just thrust. Well, there's knights. Thrust attacks do so much damage. Alright. Well, I figured he was stuck on the environment, so I wasn't as concerned as I apparently should have been for that attack. My chunk, don't mind if I do. It's kind of a lot of damage. I can live through one more hit. The question is, should I attempt to live through one more hit? I'm just ready to get like ambushed or something here. Had that attack actually gone through, I would have died right there. Red Tide Knight Show. I don't think we've got any red drops so far, I don't think. Maybe at the top of that area is where I'll probably end up fighting the final boss. Seems to be where they're leading me to. I'm not really seeing much other areas of great interest. Man, 20 Estus Flasks? I don't think we've ever had this many Estus Flasks in the entire game so far, which makes me really concerned at the fact that maybe we'll on the bonfire or something, in which case this 20 Estus Flasks would just be what it is until you actually get to the final boss, and then whatever's left over, they're like, alright, have fun, like, all sorts of concern. I keep looking to see if there's like items or anything in this area, but it just doesn't seem to be the case. Yeah, I'm gonna fight you over here on actual land. You know, it's where I can actually deal with this, not fight you on the edge of the map where like any miss on my end would be rewarded with death. Like, no, thank you. You hit me with a back attack, I don't mind you. Traded a lot more than I should have there. If I was really being cautious, I would have just kept shielding until I had an opening. But we got 20 Estus to play around with, hopefully, at least for the time being. I think this is like our first actual item that we've seen in this area. A full set of Black Knight armor? I like that idea. Now if I can get a Black Knight sword. Or do I already have a Black Knight sword? Yeah, I already have a Black Knight sword. How did I get a Black Knight sword this early, but then they threw the entire gear? Maybe I just got like an extremely lucky drop, or if that's always there, and it just seems weird that they would give me the entire set of gear, which what feels to be like one of the ending areas of the game. But then I would get the actual sword from a Black Knight so much earlier. That is definitely a fog wall down there. Looking forward to it. I don't exactly remember who the final boss is, so I might just let them kill me the first time, just to look it up to make sure that they aren't the final boss, and then if I end up killing them, it'll be like, oh, start the game all over again, and be like, but I even kill all the enemies. I know you don't have enough stamina to get through all this. Wow, these guys must have like an extremely high drop rate, the fact that I'm getting so many from them. Or maybe they just don't respawn, in which case they wouldn't have anything to drop anyways. I knew there was no way you're blocking 3 of those. I expected to get hit there. I figured the damage would be worth it, because I should break his guard here. And there it is. Blue Titanite jump. Just a little bit of everything off these guys. I'll take it. Wary of liar. Try rolling. Rolling off into my death? Nah, I think I'm good. If it's like Gwyn or Gwendolyn or something like that, I'm pretty sure he's the final boss, in which case I'll let him kill me. And if it's not, then oh, someone's gonna cast his hands. Yeah, that's kind of what I was concerned about. Right, I think he's the final boss, and I don't think I've killed the rest of the bosses. So like what we did in Dark Souls 2, 3, and Bloodborne, I'm gonna go ahead and look up the rest of the bosses, make sure that I've either killed them or I know where they are, so I can attempt to go and kill them in order to actually make sure that I can say that I killed all the bosses of the game. So with that, I'll be back in a few minutes as I go figure that out. I have Demon Spray next. Okay, this is gonna take me. Apparently, I've missed like 5 or 6 bosses, and it really gave me not a good idea of where I was supposed to be looking for them. So, what I think I'm gonna do is, I know it's a short stream, but I think I'm gonna call it here for today. And then, while off stream, I'm gonna round up all 5 of the bosses, right? I'm gonna find like the bonfire that's closest to the boss. I'll find that, I'll hit it, and then I'll activate it, so then I'll have the bonfire right next to each of the bosses, so I can hit one bonfire, teleport to the next one, teleport to the next one, you know, just chain it, just go from back-to-back boss. Maybe we'll be able to get, like, all 5 or 6 or however many bosses I'm missing here, and then at the end of that stream, we'll end up finishing off Gwyn, who is indeed the final boss. Apparently there's some DLC for the game as well, which I don't know how to activate just yet. Well, I should have it activated because I got the remastered thing, but so it should be in here. I don't know how to get to those areas though, so I need to figure that out as well. We made it to the final boss without looking anything up, which is generally what I do to give it the most honest playthrough that I can give of it, unless I'm just like absolutely stuck on it. So I don't feel bad about looking it up, and because realistically, we could have just killed the final boss, like, this stream, and then we would have been done, right? But then I would have missed 5 or 6 bosses, and I want to make sure I kill all the bosses in Dark Souls to say that I've killed them all in Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3, as well as Bloodborne, and eventually we'll move on to Elden Ring, and from the way Elden Ring sounds, oh boy, there's going to be a ton for me to deal with, which I thoroughly enjoy looking forward to. But until then, we're gonna do this. We're gonna finish this up, mostly because I'm still waiting on it to be shipped here. So I figure we'll play this out until it actually arrives here, and then we'll go ahead and move on to Elden Ring after. So yeah, the plan is find all the bosses that I'm missing, hit the bonfire closest to them, so that way I can just run up to them, kill them, jump to the next one, kill them, just chain them all up, kill them all, and win. And then we'll be done. Although I have to look into the DLC and stuff too, so there might actually be a few more streams of this game. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm gonna I guess look those guys up, figure out where they are, hit the bonfire, and then do what we need to do there. So yeah, a little bit of a shorter stream on this one, but it's just to make sure that we get all the bosses in Dark Souls essentially, and I don't want to have to keep having you guys like wait for me to look somewhere to figure out where it is and then keep jumping back and forth. So ideally I'll find them and then we'll just line them all up, knock them all down, and see what we can do from that. With that, as always, !socials, if I could spell, which I cannot because it's just me. There we go. Exclamation mark socials. There's my Twitter right down there. Go ahead and follow that if you have. If you guys haven't followed me already, what are you guys doing? How you guys gonna know when these streams are going off, man? People are gonna be like, oh man, where did that guy go when he said he was gonna play Elden Ring? I'm gonna be like, man, we're like 3 episodes in before they like figure it out, and they're gonna be like, what? And then, yeah, so join, so follow me on Twitter, so that way you guys know what's going on. I always put up the title of the game and then what game we're playing, so you don't have to be like, oh, what game are we playing today? Because you'll know it. Within the next 5 minutes of the tweet going up, we're going to end up playing it. So as soon as you see the tweet, pretty much get in here as quick as you can, because we'll be starting it very soon after that tweet goes live. So if you're not following it, then I'm trying to keep the schedule currently the way that it is from Monday to Friday from 8 to whatever time. I haven't figured out a real ending time for it, and I kind of like it that way because it gives some flexibility. At least 8 gives it like a consistent time for people to show up, and then any time after that is just whatever we can fill in. So I want to keep that for now. I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up going through changes in the future, but for the time being, that's how I want to do it. Underneath that is my YouTube channel, which is an archive of all of my Twitch VODs that make it over there that aren't corrupted or get yeeted because I can't get them out in time and whatnot. Things happen. But essentially, all of the Twitch VODs that we have here will eventually go onto YouTube, which is going to act like an archive of the Twitch channel. So if you guys haven't already, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe on YouTube, as well as, you know, hit that notification button so that way you guys know when I actually get the videos on there for you. It probably doesn't apply as much to all of you guys on Twitch because you've already seen, you know, the content before then, but I am working on making YouTube exclusive content. I'm in the process of it. I'm just trying to get a lineup of games so that way once I finish one, I can move on to the next, or whatever. That way I don't finish one and then I sit there for like a couple of days being like, okay, what am I gonna, you know, leave for YouTube exclusively, and then I'll stream on Twitch, and then Twitch stuff will still go back on YouTube. And then if you guys aren't following me on YouTube, then you're gonna miss out on the YouTube exclusive content, in which case, you know, go ahead and follow, like, comment, subscribe, etc., over there. When is that gonna happen? I want to say soon, but I'm still trying to finalize the lineup. But soon, I want to say. Underneath that, we have my Discord server. Go ahead and join that if you want. It's another way to stay connected. If you don't like Twitter or whatever, that's completely fine. At least join the Discord server, because at least if you join the Discord server, that's another way I can get information out to you guys on what we're going to be playing, when we're going to be playing it, etc., etc. So it's another way to stay connected. It's another area just for us that exclusively watch, interact with the channel and whatnot to actually hang out. So a little bit of exclusivity in it. Of course, it's all free and whatnot, so you guys don't have to worry about that, of course. I got some bots in there you guys can go ahead and play around with. We got some like music bots. I think we got the dank meme bot, of course, absolutely. How could we not, right? And a few other ones, so by all means, go ahead and check that out if you want to. I know, a bit of a shorter stream today, but I didn't think we were that close to the final boss. I knew we were close, I just didn't know how close. I thought we might have still had 2. I thought we had maybe 2 Great Lord Souls left or whatever, but apparently we only had Seath there. I think we have 5 or 6 regular bosses, and then I think another 4 or 5 in the DLC. So we've got maybe about 10 bosses or so, maybe 11 with Gwyn. So we might be able to do it next stream, maybe in 2 streams. It's kind of hard to say. It really just depends on, you know, the difficulty that I have with them. Other than that, I don't think we've got too much longer on Dark Souls, and then we'll eventually be moving on to Elden Ring whenever that decides to actually get shipped to me, so that way I can start downloading it or whatever, because that's going to take a minute, I'm sure, and then updating with whatever they've done to it. So that's the general idea. We should, as far as I'm aware, we should be able to stream tomorrow. So I'm trying to keep to the schedule of Monday to Friday from 8 p.m. I guess it's just Central Time now, because the Senate just passed the thing where like we only do daylight savings time now. I believe that was like a very recent thing, or maybe that doesn't start until next year. Either way, 8 p.m. Central Time. If you don't know the conversion like I do, just go ahead and throw it into a time converter for your time, and it will tell you your time. Because I wish I could tell it off the top of my head. I should probably get that down at some point. Yeah, so that's what I'm going with. You guys have a good day, night, afternoon, whatever time it is for you. And hopefully by tomorrow when we stream, I will have all the bosses available and ready to be beat. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Yeah, that's about it. Alright, you guys have a good one, and we should see you tomorrow. Look out for a tweet to make sure whether I can or can't. If I can't, I'll try and send it earlier in the day to make sure that people know. If I can make it, it'll generally be about the same time that we stream. Yeah, that's good. Alright, you guys have a good one. See ya.